Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Good morning, everybody. All right, here we go. It is here. Looks like, oops, can't see. There she is. Hare Krishna. I hope this is broadcasting okay. Let me know if there's any problems. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Back to this one. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Oh my Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. There she is. Welcome. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Oh, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Oh, my Lord. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Oh, my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, You guys are so funny, man. You guys. You look like people Krishna's giving realizations to. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. You look like you're in the gold mine. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Where's Amy today? Where's she at? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I'm going to tell everybody how much trouble she's causing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, gossip. I got some gossip for everybody. Yeah. It's all about gossip, man. Vrindavan gossip, man. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. And we'll answer the question. Do we have the invitees now? We're getting their attention, man. Are you engaged in cow protection? And wait till you see the answer. Dropping answer, man. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I told them why we leave all the grunt work to them. They all do all the grunt work. We milk the scriptures. We graze on the scriptures and milk the holy name. Hare Krishna. We're all cows here, man. We're the cows and the milkers.
Doing the truth.
Yes. Hare Krishna.
Every day, doing the truth.
Oh, yeah. I gotta milk the cow, man. Krishna's the cow. Krishna's easy to take care of. You just keep him in your shirt pocket, and he just doesn't no weight, don't feel anything. Just keep him right here. Don't even know he's there. Like most people don't even know he's there. People don't know how light Krishna is. He's sitting there in everybody's shirt pocket. They don't even know how light he is.
Yes.
You know. Hare Krishna.
Oh, the Lord is enlivening me so much. Wow. It's amazing. It's amazing, I tell you. It's amazing.
He's hooked
Every
you, man.
day now, I experience it, and you know, it's like on a steady level now. It's so nice, Gurudev. You know, no more this up and down, up and down. Now,
steady.
You know, you really knocked that shell. You really knocked that shell. You know, it's going right into my heart. Now, every day I listen from Lalita, from Govinda, from Johan, from you. Into that ear, right into the heart.
Oh my God! See, when you have drain problems, just call Roto-Rooter. We work from the outside. We clean the drain so there's a nice flow between, you know, the ear and the heart. Just goes. We clean the drain out, and then it's working good. It's the way it's supposed to work, man.
Really working. It's really working now. Oh.
Well, are we pissed? It's not me. It's Krishna. He's really pissing people off. I ain't going to take any responsibility for this. Man, he's pissing people off. He's a rascal, man. You know, I'm on a thread, and this one guy was so nice, Vitae etiquette at first. And now he's so angry, man, losing complete control of the situation. I'm now a heretic and a criminal. You know, this is criminal. They're blasphemer. Yeah.
Who is that?
Some Michael guy. He's a devotee for a long time, you know, so he knows Prabhupada, you know. Oh, losing control. If this is the worst thing for them, they lose. This guy, he's you know, we can't. Oh, and that's where Amy caused the trouble. So Govinda, indirectly, so Govinda puts her testimony up there, you know, like 3 big pages, you know, and then he really went insane. Oh, so angry. It's all over. And people, and then they put all, again, they got to do the character assassination. They pull out all the letters, when I was going through confusions and stuff like that. You see the way he was way back then, when I actually apologized, I lost all faith in what I was doing, because I had nobody to confirm, and big Narayan Raj, he's like, whoa, Gohar, you really have a problem, you have a real problem. Don't you know I'm the one, It's just like, so I believe, I thought, okay, okay, oh Lord, and I wrote a letter, so they pull up the letters, you see, he was not perfect, he was confused. Yeah, but I got through it, and this is the thing. Most of the disciples, they don't get through it. They die, in the confusion, and they don't know it. They don't even know they're confused,
Yeah.
They don't know. Maya is meant to confuse us.
Yeah.
Lord Chaitanya himself was confused, he was confused. He was ready to throw himself in the Ganga. Nobody would recognize his ecstasy. It's the same thing. Lord Chaitanya is living inside this body. He's living inside your bodies. You know what I'm talking about now. It's so deep and so rare and so beautiful and so amazing that nobody knows. Even Narayan Raj didn't know. I mean, that's the God's honest truth. Personal experience. He didn't know, He thought it was a great thing to take my two disciples away so he could protect them. But he can't. They don't know, And it was hard for me because I had no confirmation. Even up to this day, I had nobody, not even one living being. I wanted to take the guru thing. I wanted to follow the book. I tried. I took 5 initiations from 5 gurus who all said they're better than the others. I said, okay. Impress me. And the only one was Prabhupada in his book,
Now they are all digging in your past, digging. They want to dig the dirt out.
That's proof. That's
no,
proof
I'm realizing this. I'm writing with so many. And is one who was asking me, whom you got initiation from.
Oh yeah, they're all asking that. Everybody's asking that.
So I wrote him back, Tamal Krishna Goswami.
Yeah.
And then he replied, "Oh, me too. So he's you are his god brother." That's what he wrote back to me. He said, "Oh, he's my god brother."
Yeah.
He's quite nice. He's quite nice. He's not so bad, really.
No. A lot of nice devotees. It's just confusing. This is a whole nother level of consciousness. They can't, Prabhupada taught a certain way. See, it's the teaching, it's the message. And all this stuff that I'm teaching is right in his books, but the only way they'll understand when they're ready to listen. Because then you see it's a whole nother level. You see this and you can see how people react to it. This has been going on for years. Every time I haven't posted much in a long time. Now I'm starting to post, and you see what happens. They cannot get it. It's like, what's going on?
I share everything you post. I share in my story among my friends. I share it.
Yeah. So I'll say what Jesus.
I'm standing right behind you. I'm standing right behind you.
Yeah, that's great. It's great.
Yes,
it's great.
Yes.
It's wonderful. That's the only way.
It's about time now. It's the time now.
Huh?
It's the time. It has to come up. It has to.
It has to come out. It has to. And they
to save so many devotees. We can save so many devotees with it. So many.
Yes.
Yeah. New ones, old ones, whitey ones, Sri Chaitanya Mad ones, or all the. We can save so many. That's what we are here for. That's what we are here for. Yes.
Yeah, we got a lot of material to work with here.
Yes, really. So nice.
Prabhupada's order and Krishna's blessing. I can't tell you. It's going to work by Krishna and Prabhupada. They don't know it yet, but they will. This is a miracle. So many people already. This is powerful
Mm.
testimony. You know, this is not just a couple of people. This is quite a few now,
Mhm.
and that holds a weight. It's like because Maya's in the she's
Something
she's
topic over my head.
she's like has to, you know, it's like has to stand aside because this is so true. This is so real, you know. So that's why everybody's a little like they're a little bit like
Your sound is
they're
choppy, good.
confused anyway. Is confused. You might as well come out of it, get the confusion out. It's kind of an insanity, you know. Maya makes you kind of more or less crazy. This is real. This is truth. Oh, we lost it.
Yeah, your sound is choppy sometimes. Here, the last minute.
Yeah, sound is choppy. Let me see if I can hear. Yeah. Well, I'll just have to spend money here. I just have to use this. It's fun, isn't it? Now, isn't it exciting? You know, even in the Bible, I love the Bible. It tells you the truth of when you're connecting with God. I mean, on the spiritual level, you have adventure. It's an adventure. You know, it's like things happen. It's like you're in a transcendental movie. I'll switch the internet here so it becomes better. Okay, so it should be good now. I think. Let's see. Like that. Maybe sort of good. Okay, are we here?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh this, so I'll be off and back on because you're
Krishna, 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 Krishna. Rama, Rama. Rama, Rama, Krishna, Krishna.
okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. I'll read a little bit here. I'll read a little bit from, I don't know. Let's try. Oh, here we go. Okay, somebody's trying to get on. Who is that? Okay, chapter 1. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. The killing of the demon Putna. Chapter 6 of the Srimad Bhagavatam, translated and reported by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhu. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhu.
What canto is it? What canto?
10th canto.
Chapter
10th
6.
Canto.
Okay.
Chapter 6. Yeah. Doesn't Prabhupada's name have a nice ring? But, you know, this is an eternal name, and what a shelter, you know, to be able to think of him and feel him. Understand that they're just, you know, this is one of the opulences of devotees is you can feel these transcendental beings association. That's why you never get lonely. in that way, because it's natural to be lonely. It's natural. That gets us. That's that raw. See, it's spiritual for devotees, because then you think of these devotees and then you're satisfied. Oh, I got my association. Can you imagine how it was? This is meditation. To how it was 550 years ago when they actually had those devotees. They were just there, right there in your midst. The God was there. That God we're all meditating on and thinking about was actually manifested in this work. We can't even imagine it. That's why they were so distraught when he left. It was like, wow, man, we had the Lord right here, like and inside, and amazing time. That's why it's getting so nice here. Look, we got over the argument phase, right? We're all fighting with each other at that time. She did this, block them, block this, You're getting over that phase, and now you see this is devotee. Really see the Lord is living in your heart, my heart, and other devotees' hearts. It's so nice to be around them, isn't it? See, and as the Vaidhi Bhaktas, they get through their pure. See, whether they see, this is a verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Whether they asked for it or didn't ask for it, they got it. They see, they're seeing devotees right in their face, man. Whether they ask for it or not, they get it. Then it's like little babies, they're helpless. They don't know they're helpless. So they go and they're kicking and screaming, passing stool and vomiting, And you're like mothers and fathers now, They you don't hate the baby. It's just it's a little baby. It just has to be. He's helpless, and that's the world is like this. The demons they're helpless. Everybody, Bill Gates and Fauci's and the gurus, they're helpless. They don't know. Yeah, all of them. They don't know. This is what I had to come to realize. This is what I went through. All these things. I know. I can relate. I know what it is to be confused. Just like the devotees, they also went through so many things. You think, oh, they're always perfect. Oh, you go and read the Leela, man. Look at Advaita. He was out there preaching Mayavadi. Can you imagine? After having Lord Chaitanya's associate going out there preaching Mayavadi. All kinds of things were going on. And then some of the devotees, Srivas, he was attached. You know what he's attached to? Yoga Vyasta, the Mayavadi philosophy. He used to teach that book. And Lord Chaitanya would chastise him a little bit. And that's what you get rid of that book. And you know what he said? Shah says, well, you take away that attachment and I'll give it up. And that's, see, he followed the path of Vrindavan. The Lord, worship of the Lord gives everything, everything we need and want. That's our milk, man. Are you doing cow protection? Yeah. Well, we're cows and we're protected by milking the holy name and grazing on the scriptures. Yeah. So we leave the grunt work to you because you refuse to come over here. You got to go out there with the physical cows and go milk them and go build the farms and spend all that money. And we'll just sit here we don't need a lot of money to just sit here and graze on the scriptures and milk the holy name. We do it all day and then all is well. We're protected. We're cows, right? We're protected. So you doing cow? Yeah, of course. Yeah, this is our protection. This is what's the main message of the scriptures is to have this kind of protection. It's all leading up to this kind of thing. Even Jesus said, "Hey, man, go in the door." See, we're doing the same thing. We say, "Go in the door." And you're going to get that transcendental grass to graze on. It's right there in the Bible, man, saying the same thing. You don't go in the door, well, stay out there and go buy a bunch of cows, and sit there and feed them every day and milk them, and protect them, and always worry about them, and then build bigger barns because they, multiply, and then you get more cows. Yeah, I like this, man. I'm also a cowherd boy. I'm the Lord has made me a cowherd boy. Another hat, man. A lot of cows are coming here. We got to feed them, right? They got to be fed. No work, no eat. This is our work. A lot of chewing, man. There's so much food all over the place. You don't have to go very far to collect it, man. Just pick up my cell phone, man. Store of wealth. Yeah, computer, everything. Pastimes of the Lord are everywhere, man. Go to work with the mouth, chewing, a lot of chewing. You notice cows, they don't do much. They just, if there's grass, they just sit there and eat all day. They don't know that we're doing the perfect cow protection program. And they multiply too. We're getting more cows, and it's easy. There's so much grass to graze on. We never run out of grass. Lots of devotional scriptures. Holy name is always there. So we're always going like this. Just like a cow. Always chewing, always eating, man. Always food available. So if you don't go in this door there, little Vitae Bhaktas, and we're gonna make sure you do, then otherwise you're out there doing the grunt work. We saved people from that. Ask Govinda. He was out there 30 cows a day, man, in the freezing cold winter, living in this in the bar, in this place. They had very little heat, probably freezing their ass off, man. So that that in that way, everybody is a servant of the Lord. You see, everybody. We can't get out of it. But the Lord, when you're ready to, when your spirit is broken, because it's all coming here, man. It's all going through the door. Go through the door and leave the cycle of birth and death. It's it's a horrible place here, man. Even even when you got it really good, that's often worse. You get bewildered by the good. And then you don't want it to. You say, "Wow, I have a good time. What do I need God for?" I was chanting this morning, and these things I can't believe. I just love my conversations with God every day. Man, this book would be a bestseller if it ever comes out. It's just, I couldn't, it's like, Lord, I would say, Krishna, you are so good, and the goodness expands. It just, it's like, wow, you are so good. And then every day, you even get better, good. That's pure goodness. It expands. The goodness of the world is limited. It doesn't expand. Expands your work. You got more cows to protect. You ever see the big farm after? They had that in ISKCON. After a while, they had so many cows. How are you going to feed them? Hey, this is the perfection of cow protection. The goodness of God is expanding. Your happiness is expanding. All you have to do is the essence of everything. That's why you see, I think, wow, these posts are fantastic. I'm amazed the Vaitis can't understand it, but they can't because it's all this pollution they need to get out of them. That's all, because they're beautiful, and you guys can see, because you read these things and you can see they're uncommon because they come from this ecstatic worship. That's the proof. Ultimately, as people get purified, you're here because I was posting for years. If you look how many writings are in the archives of my notes, so many. I was writing a lot, actually. And so many videos. A lot of them I threw away in the early days because I was confused because the big gurus came and said, "Oh, you poor guy, you're crazy." And I believed that. I said, "Well, maybe I am." Yeah. So I had to go through it. And I did, and that's why we're here. You see, Prabhupada came. You must have knew it was a phase, that you just have to go through what you got to go through, and so now it's beautiful. I understand when Jesus says, you don't look for the praise of men, you're looking for the praise of God. I know that personally, how that works. All his disciples left him. They just scattered. When the Maya got really tough, they scattered. And he says, oh, everybody left me, but Lord, you're with me. See? Now that's pure devotional service. So the Lord puts all the devotees through. You see, look at your friends, your relatives. They all go through that. You're on another level. You've accepted this message, this good news. See, in your heart, and you're raised to this platform, and that's your witness. You tell people, hey man, I just accepted this good news and it's changed my life. I thought it was going to be really hard. Look at these, everybody's struggling and striving for this, trying to attain Krishna. And I just attained by accepting the gift. Oh my God, I didn't know that was in the book. See? Didn't know it was in the book till you got the opportunity. In life, in living time, not just these bygone devotees 550 years ago, they had it. They had the opportunity, right? The Lord was there. The mercy was there. The ecstasy was there. It was being distributed. They just picked it up and became witnesses. They went around and said, hey, man, the mercy is here. The same thing with Jesus. The disciples went out and said, hey, man, the kingdom of God is coming. Jesus has come. He's brought the Holy Spirit. It's going to come. Just listen to the good news. See, it's all in the message. Prabhupada didn't give openly the good news. If he did, he would be preaching like this. He left that work for us, didn't he? You see his approval to give the good news now. But look at the reactions right now. That's all contamination. It shows you Vaidhi Bhakti can't do it all. People have to see its limitations. It's a step, in the direction. You get to believe a little bit in Krishna, but you don't understand Krishna until you're on the ecstatic stage and worshiping in great ecstasy, where you look like a madman. Didn't Lord Chaitanya look? Why shouldn't I look like a madman, or you look, if you're really understanding the truth? The Lord looked like a madman. All his followers were like madmen. They even says in the scriptures they were like madmen. Why, if we're really getting that mercy, why wouldn't we look like our master? Are we any better than Lord Chaitanya and his devotees? We're going to look like madmen too, mad women and madmen. But happy madmen, that's one thing they're going to say. Well, they look happy. They look totally nuts, but they sure look happy. And they don't seem to want to give it up. They like to do this 365 days a year. Who goes to church 365 days a year? Only those who are attracted to the transcendental Lord can do it. Right? It's just... See, we're all first fruits, man. So we can't expect everybody to figure out what is really sweet and not. When they've been, they're a bitter prune, prune. It takes them a while to get some water in them, All right. Hare Krishna. So, Shukadev Goswami continued, my dear king, while Nanda Maharaj was on his way home, he considered that what Vasudeva had said could not be false and useless. There must have been some danger or disturbances in Gokul. As Nanda Maharaj thought about the danger for his beautiful son, Krishna, he was afraid, and he took shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Controller. You see, in this worship, there's everything. Automatically, Nanda Maharaj is the father of that Supreme Controller, but he doesn't know it. See? So he's got to take shelter, because the devotees take shelter of God. They've just got to do it. So he takes shelter of the Supreme Controller, and he considers his duty is to give protection to the Supreme Controller. Can you imagine that? That is perfect self-realization. He took to the Ras. It's so rasic, man, to just take shelter of God. Even Lord Chaitanya, he would take shelter of the Supreme Controller. He would go down and chant, oh, Krishna, Krishna, protect me. Krishna, Krishna, protect me. Save me, Lord. Save me, Lord. And then they go out, the other part of him go out there, you rake, you rake. He was in the mood of a gopi. You rake, he was left-handed gopi, negative sometimes. The left and right is all in Radharani. She switches hands sometimes. Sometimes she's slapping him and sometimes embracing him. That's why you got two hands. What do you think two hands of Radharani are for? To slap Krishna and to embrace him. He likes. He's. Where do you think S&M came from? He's the original transcendental S&M enjoyer. He loves his ear twisted sometimes from a gopi. And he loves the embrace. He loves it all, man. He loves a little fight sometimes and then the making up. Don't we in the world? Do you ever have a fight? I used to have a fight with my wife or girlfriends, and then when we made up, it was so nice for a short time until the next one. And then it's misery. This is going on in the spiritual world, man, in Vrindavan, but it's all rasic, man. Beyond, this is all iron like Ras, man. Iron. This stuff is in Vrindavan. Ooh, everything, the slap and the embrace is on the absolute platform, absolutely beautiful. Fantastic. I can't even describe, I don't even maybe even know. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I know, maybe I don't. But a madman must speak. What is that verse? Krishna Das Kaviraj, whether I know or know not. There must have been some danger. He was afraid. See, as Nanda Maharaj thought about the danger for his beautiful son, Krishna, he was afraid and he took shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Controller. Was he afraid for himself? No, he was afraid for Krishna. That's a ras in that Krishna's like, wow, my father really loves me. He's afraid for me. This is why the devotee, because they're so connected, they get pleasure out of that. Krishna gets pleasure. Oh, he wants to protect me, so let me be a little baby. Let me satisfy my devotee. He has this nature. He just wants to protect me. Okay, I'm a little baby. I trust him. He loves me. He's my devotee. Yeah. See why it's a little bit tough to get the association, Lord, you got to come the right way. Because, it's a trust thing. You want to trust the Lord. We've all been cheated by Maya. So she's not too much cheating. That's why even devotees are getting cheated all the time still. Because, Vaidhi, you need to move on. There's no cheating here. This is why I'm no perfect anything. Yeah, no perfect this, no perfect that, not a sannyas, not anything. But you guys are getting the perfection. All of this perfection is just for me to marry you to Krishna. I'm just a priest. See, another hat, man. Do you see my white collar here? That's all. It's another hat I got to wear. I got to, engage to do marriage ceremonies. I did one for River, right? I married her off. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. All right. Oh, God, what is this? Let's check who's here. Shiva Prasad Das. Okay, let's give him a chance. See if you can get your video on there, Shiva Prasad. Okay, so there he is. Hey, welcome, my friend. Nice to meet you.
Oh, finally. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Finally, there are so many mounts. I finally can watch you like this. Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe. Yeah. Sorry, because I am interrupted. You just go on. I'm listening. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ganga,
Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Serbia, actually, ex-Yugoslavia, Serbia. It's a
Oh,
former
nice.
Yugoslavia.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
Well, hey, it's nice to meet you
Yeah.
personally. So
So
you've been listening
finally,
to our things?
Krishna love.
You've been listening?
Yes,
Have you been listening to our
I
things?
listening. Actually, I met Lalita Ganga so many months ago, and I'm in contact with her and listening your lectures. I was really amazed when I saw symptoms of, it's a love for Radha and Krishna, and I finally realized this process of Krishna consciousness works. I saw
Yeah,
she
yeah.
so have ecstatic symptoms. Also, somebody of it's really. So
Yeah.
I'm former disciple of Harikesha Swami. Actually, I mean
Ah,
ex Swami. So
yeah.
now I'm a
Me
little
too.
bit.
Yeah.
Me too.
You too.
Yeah,
Really.
from Germany.
So here we are. So when I saw
Yes.
That's
Lalita
great.
Ganga, 2 years ago, also when Radharani came into my life, I also appeared some me. Today it's every day.
Wow.
He's laughing and crying. It's every day. It's in the beginning. I thought that it is just maybe some material sentiment. But when I saw Lalita Ganga and you, somebody of you, how you speaking, how you express this emotion, I start to think that's coming from the heart, from Radha and the Shyam.
Yes, yeah.
So
Yeah.
when I looking at you, also I sometimes I just express the happiness.
Yeah, you see how
So
important it is. You see how important it is to have the role models because you wonder, it's like even Lord Chaitanya was wondering what's going on with me. Nobody's confirming because it's so rare. It's Vrindavan, it's so rare. It's a Vrindavan thing. Vrindavan's very hard to understand from even liberated souls in Vaikuntha, much less us. But the Lord's desire in Kali Yuga this is preached. That's why I had that lucid dream with Prabhupada in 1996. He said, it has my full approval. I was like, really? You're doing exactly what I want you to do. He wants this now. The disciplic line wants this. All that means the orders coming all the way the line from Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya. See? And proof is the fruit, like you see, like you say, well, look, it's happening. That's why people come out of denial. The more witnesses come, after a while, you can't deny it anymore. The illusion is the denial. That's how Maya is, just keeps you denying the truth. And that's how Maya keeps you. But after a while, the truth is stronger. And that's was Lord Chaitanya's method.
we are trained that we have to practice, Vaidhi Bhakti and Vaidhi school Bhakti so long. Vaidhi Bhakti cannot, that this process just of following your rules and regulations cannot touch the heart. Actually, just you can many lifetimes just stand on a dry platform. It's
Yeah.
we have to, as you so many mention your classes is to somehow or other to follow Raga Bhakti. Actually, it's very important.
Yeah.
It's not necessary wait. You have to approach closer and closer Radha and Krishna, and
Yeah,
take
it's
some
just by
deeper
association.
connection with it.
Yeah, it's just by association. It's like now you've come into this. So Radha and Krishna can express now because you're in a safe place, so they can come out and develop. Otherwise, around people, even on the Vaidhi platform, they don't welcome Radha and Krishna. They're afraid. See, they worship in awe and reverence and fear.
Yes.
They're afraid of God. They don't know. God is it's too intimate yet. They don't know.
It's
Anyway,
not our platform. That's wait. This is just for the liberated soul. This is just for gurus, not for us. Just be humble, Prabhu. Stay humble, stay small, and don't approach Radha and Krishna so close. Raga
yeah.
Bhakti, it's not for us. Dancing for after 30 years, we have to go deeper and deeper emotional platform to approach Radheshyam, not just follow these rules and wait so many lifetimes to achieve the final goal, what is pure love. We speak about love, but what we feel actually. As ID platform is just a fear, it's a fear. Don't go in a hell, Prabhu, if you don't follow this, and it's. So I'm happy that I found some group of person, group of devotee go to try to connect with Radha and Krishna and a deeper level, actually, what is real goal.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's wonderful.
There is one question what I wanted to ask you, but I want to interrupted your lecture. Just keep on, please. I will.
Okay, yeah. Tell me, what's your question?
Ask you something.
What's your question?
My question is: you see in your lectures that you're criticizing some gurus from ISKCON. Actually, I'm inclined to agree with some point you're speaking about, but I don't know what's actually. I asking myself what can they do now in this situation. They have so many disciples. Thousands and thousands. If you are able to say openly, oh, I'm not this platform. I have acceptance of love of God. I cannot take you with myself to Radha and Shyam. It happened with their disciples. There are thousands of them. They will be disappointed, and maybe their spiritual life will be ruined. So I don't know what's the solution. What you think? I'm asking you how you saying about Radhanath and other gurus, but what is actually solution for their disciples in general? How to explain them what to. I mean.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, good question. Yeah, so what is the benefit? And is it really criticism, or am I just stating the truth? See, they're in darkness. The gurus are in darkness, and the disciples are natural darkness because they believe in that. They're not conclusive. And this is why you see now, it's like Jesus said, if you have a light, see, the light is the real truth. They're not preaching the real truth. The truth is in the books. But they're speculating. It's just like, okay, at the time when the Pharisees were here, okay, let's relate it like that. What if Jesus didn't preach, and the people didn't preach, hey, listen, you need to take shelter, the conclusive truth, the good news coming from Jesus. Or no, just leave everybody alone. Just let them continue to worship the Pharisees. Let them stay in that darkness of speculation, and just let them die without this opportunity. See? So not everybody right away accepted Jesus, just like now, not everybody right away accepts what we are doing, but some do. You did. See? And so by accepting whoever does, they get out of this cycle of birth and death, because as soon as ecstatic emotion awakens and you come into this kind of association, then you're qualified to enter the kingdom of God with other ecstatic devotees. They have those kinds of feelings that are awakening in you. So if it's just like, if you hide the light that you have, the light is conclusive truth. See, people are believing in illusion. These gurus are believing in illusion for whatever they have motive or not. It doesn't matter. It's still illusion, ignorance. They don't understand Prabhupada's books very well. That's because they don't understand Krishna very well. See? So my duty in this world is to share the truth that the Lord is putting in my heart from this kind of worship. And the result is up to the Lord. Look at Jesus now. What if Jesus kept his mouth shut? Where would it be now? Would there be any ecstatic Christians? Would anybody been delivered? You know how many saints have been delivered because they believe in a liberated soul like Jesus and his teaching and his words that were written down? They weren't even written by Jesus. They were written by followers 50 years later and more. simply because they had the Spirit, and could transmit some words, and because they were about Jesus, they were powerful. So anyway, what can be done? The solution is the truth, and standing for something. They're standing for this. They're saying, this is truth. We're gurus. We're going to deliver you. We get thousands of disciples. Believe in us and give us your, oh, Guru Dave, deliver me. They're standing for that, right? Well, I have something else to stand for. I have to stand for the understanding that the Lord is giving me from this kind of worship. I have to stand for this real knowledge of Bhagavad Gita 10:10, that's the real guru. If you're not like that, you're not the real guru. You cannot deliver your disciples. So why take worship from them? You're an idol. That is transcendentally wrong. You're hiding the path. And that I have to preach that because I know that. The Acharyas knew that. Prabhupada knew this, and he preached it a little. He's just fluffing it out more. Because it's time. I have the authority. Prabhupada came and said, do it. Do what I was starting. He was like this. He said, hey, my god brothers are not qualified, not even one to be he said, actually, there are none of my, this is all in his writings. Actually, I'm going to repeat exactly what he said. Actually, none of my god brothers, none, zero, are qualified to be Acharya. That means there is only him. That's why he'll endure and the others, because they're not. It's the same thing. Actually, Narayan Raj, Radhanath, I'll just tell you straight. And, I'll do what he did because, the same God in Prabhupada is in me. They can do what they want. They can say what they want. And I think it's important when they do. That was the greatest thing I heard from Prabhupada I thought, wow, thank you for I believe in you, man. You're the ecstatic devotee. You're the one who's a real associate, Lord Chaitanya. You say that, I believe it. And then I came to see it myself. Actually, of my god brothers, and includes Narayan Raj, because he even said, actually, we're just god brothers. Yeah, okay, god brother. Actually, none of them are qualified to be Acharya. None. Zero. I have personal experience with all of them. Well, most of them. Anybody in that thing, is all part of the same thing. They're not qualified, man. And what's qualified is simply Radha and Krishna are living in his heart, and they're mature enough to defend themselves. Okay? That's all. I don't have to, that's the truth, man. They're actually, just showing me these things, and I'm just telling whoever comes here, you want to get through the narrow gate, man. You want to stay in this love. If you want to pollute it, go believe in Radhanath and Narayan Raj. Go ahead, believe in them. Believe in ISKCONs and their speculations on Prabhupada. Go believe in the Ritviks and see how much ecstatic devotion you get. None, zero. But, proof is in the pudding. Here, we're ecstatic as can be, happy campers, man. And this is our mission, our message. Come into the narrow gate, man. The door is open, man. As soon as this opportunity, all the darkness just floods in, and all the glowworms come out there that want to be big gurus and all that. And they get their big followers and blind leaders and blind followers, and they all fall in the ditch, just like Jesus says. Right now, the light is bright here and getting brighter every day. Whoever comes in will get like you got. You got Radha and Krishna now awakening because you found the real path, man. You found something honest and genuine and not a bunch of bullshit. Maya's always bullshitting everybody, man. She's a real bitch, man. Watch out for her. I can say that, man, because I don't hate her. She's my Lord's servant, man. You don't come this way, you're going to go that way. On some level, she's got all bases covered, man. You come this way, you get out of this material world. Anybody want to get out? Come here, man. We'll get you out. We do the job. It works here. Right there, Shamaguri? It works, yes. Right? Right on, man. As we do the work, man. If there's a hat needed to wear, the Lord gives it to us. We put on all hats to do the job. I could just see that Michael guy. "Oh, look, he's so proud. Yeah, I am. I'm proud of being a servant of Radha and Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, and Prabhupada. I'm proud to just speak the truth, man. Give me one day. You can shoot me down. Okay, I got one day to speak, one other day to speak the truth and set a few people more free who believe in this word, because it works, man. We're not a bunch of bluffers here. I show you, we got a straight flush. You guys, I'm calling your bluff. You all got a pair of deuces and you know it. Speaking to this ISKCONs and all of them, you're all cons, con men. Time for the con to expose the con, right? Expose the hoax. That's what it's all about. It's a hoax. You've been hoaxed. Sorry, I'm a little bit uppity.
You know, my personal experience that without mercy of Radharani, actually we cannot even approach to Krishna and develop these actually emotions. You know, this is my experience personal, and also in the Shastri. You know, we can find in the last words in Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada emphasized this, what is important to approach the inner energy of Radharani. Actually, Prabhupada actually is leaved many targets in his books. Actually, that we have to after some start to practice. Actually, so I don't know why these so many gurus hiding actually Radharani from us. Just keep her in the distance very much. That always say that we are not qualified to worship Radharani, to approach Radharani, but actually this really emotion coming from her and can help us so much to fulfill this goal. What is we just reading and chanting every day, but it is in our heart actually. Where is the real emotion? Where is the tears? You know.
So yeah. So
first,
why
when I feel the tears, I realize it. When I saw the tears in Lalita Ganga eyes, in my eyes personally, oh, this is this working process. Actually, this is point of the heart, not just practicing going early in the morning 60 routes every day and afraid of hell and you know it's. I don't know why you're hiding Radharani's name. It's actually we have to just pray her and everything.
You want to know why they hide?
It's my small realization. This is mercy for me. I didn't deserve nothing. I was surprised. You know, when Radharani came in the lap, I was surprised. They 30 years they always trying to stop development by saying always don't go to Radharani, don't go this is too high for you, too high for us. We have to stay humble, small devotees, you know. But when Radhika alone come, you know, by her will, not by we have my realization. We should not deserve nothing in this post. It's just the point of the mercy. Radharani just came, opened my heart, and now I'm so happy. Sometimes I think that there is no happier person than myself, you know.
Yes. So let me ask you a question.
Maybe it's my proud realization. I'm so happy now. You know.
I have a question. I have a question important before I forget it. I have a question. When did your heart open with them?
You know to say, you know. Just yes, I listen to you.
Okay, question.
I became a little bit too emotional, you know.
No. That's good. Yes. It's very nice. When did your heart open with Radharani?
You know, it's when. What are you asking? When?
When did
actually
that happen?
2 years ago in June, you know. In June 2 years ago, you know, I am practicing for 30 years, more than 30 years. This Vaidhi Bhakti and everything, and then I saw Lalita Ganga in one video what my friend Aradhana sent to me, and I spoke with my old friends who practice Sigaraga Bhakti to speak about Radharani. And in one moment, when I start to open my altar every day, I just start to come for me, Radhe, 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 Radhe. I don't know why. just Radhe, and just tears and laughing. I just laugh. What's happened?
Would
to
you
me?
like to? Would you like to know
Because I'm
why?
trained, this is some material cheap sentiment. I thought, what's happened
Yeah.
to me? It's just sentiment, you know.
Yeah.
But
Would
day
you
by
like to know
day,
why
just
that?
Radhe, Shyam, and just going, you know, flying. It just
Yeah.
suddenly happened by mercy, you know.
Yeah.
And now, after 2 years practice, I can realize it's just going deeper and deeper. I'm happier and
Yeah.
happier. I cannot express how I happy now, actually.
There's a
I
very
know it's a
important
big
thing.
word, but I know that you can understand. Lalita Ganga
Oh,
can
yeah,
understand.
Yeah.
But
There's
it's
a
not
very important
during the
thing.
Maha Mantra. When I chant Radhe Shyam, just going emotion, just every day.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
fantastic. That's
half
great.
hour ago, I was just chant Radhe, and just my skin going like this, and I'm happy completely.
Wow, it's amazing.
Maybe
Yeah.
I look like a madman now. It's sorry because I just
Yeah, it was great. It's
a
awesome.
spontaneous emotion, just spontaneously going from me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I
You keep
cannot
looking
speak
over
with my
there.
own friend in ISKCON, you know. They will think that I'm, you know, some sentimental, that I speculate something, or that is some Sahajism. There's I'm some Sahajia or something. I cannot tell them. You know, they will say, you cannot understand this, you know.
Yes.
I don't know why this mercy, but I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to Radhika Shyam. I don't know what's this mercy, but I'm so thankful. I just then please stay with me, Radhika, stay with me. Don't go away. Just this emotion, just stay here
Yes.
to nourish you, you know, by day. Just so it's like this.
Would you like to know why that happened to you?
I don't know, Prabhu. I really don't know. There's a greater devotee than me. What they performed so many nice services. I don't know. I'm trained to think that I have to deserve something after many lifetimes, but suddenly just Radhika came, you know, and my life, not spiritual life, my life in general, completely changed. You know, I just now so happy. You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's,
Well, what happened was
I
you
don't
made
know why.
contact. What happened was you made, because from your own words, what I listened to, is you made contact with Lalita Ganga in the disciplic line that she's in. See? So all Vaidhi Bhakti is leading the devotees ultimately to associating with ecstatic devotees like Lalita. And then you get Radha's mercy. See, by the mercy of Krishna, you get Guru. That's Guru, like that. See? And actually by the mercy of Radha, you get Guru, her girlfriend. Oh, by the mercy of Radha, you get her girlfriend. Okay. And through the mercy of the girlfriend, you get Radha. See, that's it. This is disciplic line. You made contact with the real line, and you're in your own life. You're proof that from Vaidhi, if you accept Radha, if you accept the association of real devotees like Lalita Ganga, and you accept the message that they bring, the ecstasy they bring, it opens to the door to the mercy of spontaneous love of God, that devotion. See? So it's always either from this life or a previous life, the mercy of the devotees that carry the Lord. That's why even Lord Chaitanya came as a devotee. By the mercy of a devotee, he came as a devotee. So this is what the devotees have to see. They think that by just doing Vaidhi Bhakti, they're going to awaken without anybody. Just Radha and Krishna are just going to awaken. Just in me, it's just Radha and Shyam's mercy. No. If you don't have it from a previous lifetime, then it'll awaken because of a living devotee you made contact with. And when you got that, then you understand clearly that it just, no, Radha and Shyam, they just, and oh, Lalita Ganga, we don't care about you. Thank you very much. You know, how you opened me. You know, no, it's because of the devotees. This is how this is spread. You know, this love is here, and it comes, like you said, I mean, from your own words, you said you just watched the video and then all of a sudden Radha and Shyam was here. It's not like it was like a random act. some senseless act, some, out of the blue. No, because you followed the real principles of devotional service taught in Prabhupada's books on this level. That's what, see, this level is by the action of the book Bhagavat. See, that action of the book Bhagavat and the devotee Bhagavat's action is they speak some words and they emanate some ecstasy. Okay? By that action, love of God is awakened in your heart. So you follow the real process. Vaidhi Bhakti brought you to that point, to follow the real process and meet the real devotees who have the real understanding. Now, why does Radhanath and all these gurus say don't and hide it? Why do they hide it? Because they ain't got it, man. They need to do what you did. That's why. It's very simple, man. They need to do follow the program you did. They haven't done that yet. You got more grace than they can get in thousands of years if they continue on that path. They hide Radharani because they don't have Radharani. That's just simple fact.
Yeah.
Why would you? Yeah. The only reason Prabhupada hid the emotion is because he's just beginning preaching. I'm going to freak people out. Now's the time for the freak out. I got Prabhupada's books. I got personally, from my preaching, I got Prabhupada's books. I got the Goswami books. So I can say what I want because what I want to say is the truth. What I want to do is straighten everything out and make it really clear why you're getting ecstasy from your own experience. You saw it and all of a sudden, yeah, that's how it works, man. That Vaidhis need to know that. They need to know by accepting the mercy of devotees that are ecstatic, that have this opened heart, loving God, that they're going to get it. And no other way. They got to come through the door. Ultimately, if they want it, some will, like yourself. You made contact. You accepted the message. You accepted the good news. You know what the good news is? Their association and accepting it. That's it, man. Look at Amy. She's just accepting the good news of this association. And look at everybody, actually. Look at all of us. I just accept the good news. To me, it's good news to be an ecstatic devotee. I accept it. I want it, man. I want more of it. And the more of that I get, the more understanding I got. And I just type it out and put it on the Facebook and just watch all hell break loose. Literally, it breaks loose. Break loose. Everybody's carrying hell inside. You know what hell is? Is to be cut off from this ecstatic Lord. That's hellish. I don't care how many Vaidhi principles you're doing. If you're just a mean Kalya, and the Putana and all that, yuck. Let's get them out. Let's get Putana out. Let's get Kalya out, man. Let's get the stubborn demon donkey demon thing out. What do you get it out, man? So great testimony. Thank you.
I wanted to ask you something.
Oh, good.
Something more. If you don't make concept of your lecture, because we meet each other first time, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know what is in the heart of these leaders. I don't want to criticize anybody, but for example, if somebody don't possess this passion, why they don't encourage the disciples to read these nectarian books of Goswamis like Ragavartma Chandrika or Radharasa Sudhanidhi or Vilapa Kusumanjali. It's such a nectar. It's just to read this raga can awake from the heart. Just to read it.
Yeah, let me answer before I forget. Let me answer before I forget.
School, but
I already
just take it to read.
Listen. Let me answer before I forget. Let me answer before I forget.
All right.
Okay. No, I have to say that because you're asking a question and I'll just lose it, man. You asked a question. Let me answer before I forget. It's a great answer, man. It's a very simple answer. What's in their hearts? The question should be what's not in their hearts yet. What's not awakened in their hearts. See? So what's not awakened in the heart is devotion. This devotion gives all understanding. Without it, you have no understanding. You cannot even purify yourself or anybody. You can help people a little bit and give them some band-aid. It's like you're on a battlefield. This is Maya's a battlefield. Everybody's being blasted away, and you're out there with a little band-aid. You're bandaging. You're not saving them. You can't. So what's not in their heart is the question. And what's not in their heart is that devotion awakened yet. That's our job. This is our work here in this world. There's no other work other than awakening devotion so they can have a real understanding, real knowledge, and appreciate like Lalita Ganga's lectures in ecstasy and all that beautiful feelings that come out of her. This is her gift. And Johan's and Rivers and everybody coming. Your gifts are coming out, and yours too. Sorry, it's a little. I just didn't want to forget this. Because you asked the question, I wanted to give you the answer. Otherwise, I would have forgotten, and then there's no answer.
Sometimes in the question, when I speak about this thing.
No, it's fantastic. I think it's
very, very nice devotees, but they are stopping themselves in their spiritual advancement. They're stopping instead to encourage them. Take the Raga Bhakti, take books of our Goswamis, and they will of this love. It's a very important thing.
Yeah.
I cannot listen to these lectures, just Vaidhi stories, saying Vaidhi stories. I know I'm not this body. I know them spirit soul. I know this, but we have to go furthermore. It's Shastra
they don't
says
know.
it's not.
Yeah, no, they don't know that they're not their spirit soul. See, that only comes from awakening. That's why they still give "You're Not This Body" classes, because they don't know they're not this body. There's just they're not moving on from that because they still haven't figured that out yet. The only way to really figure that out is you got to have your spirit awaken, and then it's, oh, I see, I'm not my body, I'm spirit. I'm a divine transcendental Lord. That's who I am. That's my identity. Until you get awakened like that, which is our work, they'll keep giving "I'm not this body" classes intellectually, thinking, you see, I know I'm not this body, but they don't know. They hear but don't hear. They're just still in illusion. Ultimately, they have to do what you did. You came to an ecstatic devotee. You received her. You received her message, which is a lot of laughing and crying. A lot of ecstatic emotion, man. And you receive that, and then now it awakens your heart. And this is the path. That's your witness, ultimately, is to help others realize, your brothers and sisters, you realize, oh, Vaidhi's all going to here, associated with ecstatic devotees. But Lord Chaitanya came. He was an ecstatic devotee. He came with his ecstatic devotees. They came and gave their association. That's it, man. That's always been it. Jesus came. He brought his devotees who listened to him. And that's it, is association, receiving their energy and their message. See, Prabhupada was like that, but hold it back. Bhakti-santa, Bhakti Vinod, yeah, he really held back, man. But look at their writings, man. Look at the beauty and all of that. They were Vrindavan, and so now is not to hold that back. Now is the good news. See, all they need is preaching Prabhupada's books, preaching the Goswami books. Then now the formula's here. And now, see, I'm preaching the principles of Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 1, on the real spiritual master. When they're really delivering you, it's just by the book, man, by the action of the book Bhagavat, which you're hearing right now. It's this action, man, and the devotee Bhagavat absorbed in the mellows of devotion, which you got right here. This is a mellow, believe me. I love this, man. And it's blissful, and the truth. I love truth, man. Truth is my breakfast and lunch and dinner, and that by the action of the devotee speaking these truths, love of God awakens in you. Okay? By their emanation, by the real spiritual master, which you got here, and not only one, but many now. See, by them from the real spiritual master in the songbook, ecstatic prema emanates from them. That's very important, as you know. And by their word, ignorance is destroyed. See? Ignorance. Like what? Why is it? You know what ignorance? Oh yeah, it's just spontaneous. Radha Sham gave me the mercy, and you cut the devotee out. No. You came and you told me with your own words. You listened to Lalita Ganga, and this happened. See, now that's conclusive. Not just Radhe Sham just happened to do it. No. We don't cut the devotees' work out of this. I'm here to stand up for the devotees because that's conclusive. Then you're preaching right. See, then you come here, you're going to get very clear about exactly what happened. It's a science of self-realization, science of Krishna. Didn't Prabhupada say this? This is a science, a devotional science, man. And we don't leave details uncovered. We uncover the details. Very important, because we're here to preach conclusively on how people can follow the formula, which is right there on the map book, and get the desired result. Love of God like you. See? What other questions you got? They're good. I like that. I like your wonderings. What about this? Why are the gurus like this? Oh yeah, these are no-brainers for me. I know why they're like this. I know why they tell you to stay away from Radharani. They're afraid of Radharani. I don't blame them, man. She'll spank you, man, twist your ear sometimes. They don't know Radha's real nature, man. She'll embrace you sometimes, and then she'll slap you around, man, like she does Krishna. She's a left and right hand. Go ahead.
Oh my Lord!
What is disappointing thing for me? That mercy of Lord Chaitanya we can see in Lalita Ganga's eyes, you know. Some devotees will say, you know, this is Sahajya or something, you know.
That's a good one. They call her the devil personified. She's the devil.
Direct mercy of Lord Chaitanya is here, you know.
Yes, he's right here. Lord Chaitanya is right here. I tell you, I'm feeling this. Oh my Lord. Since I'm with Srila Gaura Haridas and this beautiful Sangha, since 1.5 years, you know, I'm growing. Yeah, that's all I can say. It's because I am here in this Sangha since 1.5 years. This happened to me. You know, I joined ISKCON in 1979. I was 23 years old. You can imagine.
Yeah.
1979 and now 2022. Yeah. And I didn't know, you know. And then I came into this Sangha listening to Gaura Hari Das. Woof. When I heard him chanting for the first times, I thought, ooh, that is a special chanting. Ooh, that is very. And then I started to listen to him reading from Chaitanya Bhagavat. I tell you, that got me. Yes. That's how it is. That's how it happened.
Yeah, hey man, that's how it works, man. You just you're open. See, you guys by being open to the ecstatic devotees, their words, their ecstasy. That's how easy it can be. Isn't it amazing? That's how easy it went. So once these people get all that contamination out of them, they're being adverse. Then when they receive, it's they receive God's grace. See, it's a gift. They think they got to work for it. The work was what you put in there, the Vaidhi, you know, and all that led you here. And to just be open to the gift. That's it, man. It's all meant to. That's why people say you have to do the Vaidhi. Well, maybe if you felt like you you're on that path and you're attracted, but you don't really have to do it. It's just like they say, Jesus had to die for your sins. Did Lord Chaitanya die for your sins? Therefore, I don't accept. No, he didn't have to die for your sins. The devotees don't have to die. They live to dissolve your sins. I mean, I'm here to live, not die. The skin comes off by living, by living in the word, and the word living in me, and living in the ecstasy, and the ecstasy living in me. See, then life unto life. Now you don't need all this death stuff, all this, you have to die, so a lot of people don't, not all you need is conclusive understanding, and then, oh, okay, I see. Let me just be around ecstatic devotees. Oh, I can accept their association. Oh, I didn't know. I thought they were bogus because, I was taught by my friends that Jesus died for the sins of everybody, and Lord Chaitanya and Krishna didn't die, therefore they're not worshipable. See, inconclusive. That ain't right. They ain't the right understanding, and that's what keeps them away from Krishna. See, I love conclusive truth. It gives the real path, man. It shows the real truth. The truth sets you free, gets your head straight, busts all ignorance. You get clear about what the heck's going on here. Oh yeah, now I see why I received the mercy. I listened to Lalita Ganga's class and my heart opened. Wow, all glories to the devotees and Krishna. See? Conclusive, man. Say that, now you're going to be free from Maya and all her little tricks. She wants you to cut the devotees out. That's what she does. Yeah, it's like the devotees when they came to Prabhupada, the neophytes, when they first met him, they said, "Oh, Prabhupada, isn't it great that Krishna came to us here? Isn't it great Krishna came to us?" And he says, "No, it's great. Yeah, that's true. But," he said, "it's great that I came here to teach you devotional service. What would you do with that if I didn't come over here? You want to cut the devotee out? No, the devotee is together with the Krishna." These are some fine points. See? Then you preach conclusively. You preach the door, how to get that Krishna. Isn't that what Jesus would do? Yeah, come through the door and you become the shepherd of the sheep. Go through the door. See, the door is the devotee empowered with the bhakti you see in Lalita Ganga, with the understanding she's getting. And look at Shamaguri. My goodness, man. Talk about getting mercy, man. Krishna's just laying it thick, man. He's buttering her all up, man. You see butter all over her face, man. He's just throwing the whole pot on her, She knows. She's not supposed to know that. Why are you knowing? Do you know all my little secrets here? Our little secrets. What is this? You're not supposed to know these. Supposed to be confidential. Why are you getting to understand these things? The Lord must be really giving you
because of
mercy.
Your mercy, Lalita's mercy, Johan's mercy, River Yamuna's mercy, Govinda's mercy. Yeah.
Mercy of the
It's all
devotees.
your mercy.
Yeah. Well, the mercy of the Lord comes through. He wants, just like the devotees naturally want to glorify him. But he glorified because he said, "Hey, man, it's really true. I gotta glorify my real devotees. I got to show them because this is the way it is. If they don't come through you, they don't get me. So they need to know that. They need to know if I'm really merciful on somebody, I send them to my real devotees and I give them the understanding because he's the knowledge, right? Does Gita say that? I'm the intelligence of the intelligent. And you know what the best intelligence, the most highest intelligence is? Not Einstein intelligence. No, to understand where Krishna, in what devotee Krishna is awakened and living in, because that's where the transcendental potency is. That's where the shelter is. That's where the oasis is. That's where your salvation is. More than salvation now. We're doing more than Jesus on his mercy, more than Prabhupada on his mercy, bringing people to the deepest ecstatic stage that Lord Chaitanya is given for this Kali Yuga is finished here. The work is finished here. And that's where it really begins. see, is getting married to Lord Chaitanya, who is Radha and Krishna. Man, and then the fun, the fireworks go. The fun and games and fireworks, and the party really starts. Yeah. Back to the verse here. Okay. Purport by my beloved A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada. Whenever there is danger, the pure devotee thinks of the protection and shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why? Because their intelligence, Krishna gives them the intelligence, because they're devotees. See, devotee realizes they have the most intelligent plan of action, right? Isn't it? They're like CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency. They know, oh yeah, let me go to Krishna, man. He gives the best protection, the best intelligence. Let me associate with where Krishna. I mean, you know, I'm going to tell you, Vaidis out there. I'm going to tell you, Narayan Raj devotees. I'm feeling my oats today, so I'm going to tell you all because of this nice new devotee coming in. I'm getting inspired by him, man. This Shiva, what's his name? Shiva. This Shiva guy, really, he gets his great questions, great testimony, and then I got Shamaguri right in my face here, juicy, buttered up. You know, I can't help it. Now I forgot what I was going to say, but anyway, it was, whatever it was, probably was good. Maybe it'll come back. Oh yeah, best protection. Krishna is the best. You know, that's the most intelligent course of action you can take, is depend on the Lord, man, because he's, you know, this is the problem. The Lord is so transcendental that, you know, people naturally miss him. Yeah. But the devotees, this is another reason there, Shiva, why the devotees are so important. They make that Radharani so real. Like, it's so real, you can practically feel her, and you do, because of the devotees emanating. See, your real spiritual master emanates prema, right? Can you imagine these Vaidhi every day for 40, 50 years, the gurus themselves? Why do they hide right around it? I'll tell you why. Samsara davanala Shri Guru Charana Padma. From them ecstatic prema emanates, and by their word ignorance, they don't understand that. Okay? Because from them ecstatic prema is not emanating, and they say they're gurus. Ooh, that's wrong, really. I mean, we have a high standard. I can't help it, man. I know what I know. I feel what I feel. You know, Krishna gives me this intelligence to see the bullshit, man. I'm sorry, man. It's time to just get rid of all the baloney. Maya on all levels, all the way up until you meet the real self-effulgent acharya. That means Lord Chaitanya is here again and working through somebody. Finally, man. You know, and you know, and then we just get rid of all the ignorance. So the door is open. The path of pure devotional service, the gift of the path of the pure devotional service is nice and cleaned off, and people can walk right into Vrindavan. And that's what we do here. We're just sweepers. That's another job. Did you know I was a sweeper? I'm just a sweeper in the courtyards of Vrindavan. That's all I do. I just sweep all the dust. The dust is all this crap. I want to keep this path nice and clean while I'm here so that people can just walk right into Vrindavan. You know, that's my job. I'm a sweeper. Another hat, man, sweeping. You have to sweep the path, man, because it gets dusty. You notice? And these guys, the gurus, can't take the dust off because the dust ain't off them. They don't have a broom. The broom is devotion, isn't it? Isn't broom this, like Shiva mentioned? It says the broom, you know, that's the devotion, that love. It sweeps everything away, all ignorance, everything, reveals real knowledge about Krishna. Yeah. Great purport, Srila Prabhupada. In the material world, there is danger at every step. Therefore, a devotee has no other recourse than to take shelter of the Supreme Lord at every step. And that is good for us, isn't it? I love this. I love this. Oh, yeah, Maya, throw a crocodile at me and I'll just take shelter of the Lord. Give me a philosophy like Buddhism. Yeah, yeah. And I'll come back and take shelter of the Lord. Yeah, give me Christianity even now with all their speculations they've got of date. And I'll come back to Lord Chaitanya, take shelter of that, of the Kali Yuga avatar. My God, are we lucky? Look what he's giving you, Shiva, so easily. This love of Radharani, who knows this? These gurus don't even know this. That's why they hide it, because it's hidden from them. See? Now you'll see how good this bhakti is, how good her love is. You'll want to share it with others too. You'll want to glorify and stand up for it in the midst of all these arrows of bullshit coming at you. These arrows are just they put these little turds on them and they shoot them at you. Have you noticed that, Lolita? They have these arrows and they're just full of turds. But we got a shield here, man. The turds just go off, man. They don't even touch us anymore. Turd arrows, stool arrows. Don't even feel them anymore. Don't even smell. We turn them in. We counteract them with the truth, and it turns them into nice, fresh smelling flowers. You notice? I notice I'm getting great preaching from these turds being shot at me, you know, on Facebook. They're shooting all these turds at me. And it's great. We're turning them into flowers and putting them up there as posts. And Shama goes, wow, where are they coming from? It's from these turds of that Michael guy shooting them at me. Man, I turn them into flowers. Oh, a magician. Another hat. You see the tall hat, a magician. Pretty soon we'll pull rabbits out of it. Who knows, man, where this is going?
I thank them for their inspiration for my preaching. There is somebody who's coming here in the Sangha who sends me arrows and arrows and arrows.
Yeah,
Thank you for your inspiration. Thank you. I will use it tomorrow morning.
Please come again. Yeah, this is great. You give us some. We like to do magic here. Just throw the turds at us and we turn them into fragrant flowers. Transformation. Okay, next verse here. See, isn't it nice to graze? You know, I really like this grazing thing, man. You know, we just graze on this. Isn't that what we're doing, man? Do you give protection? Yeah, we just graze on the grass and we're all protected. Krishna is everything, man. He's our bread of life and butter of life. You know, Krishna is both of them. I just learned that. Yes, no, I knew it before, but it got more clear. The Lord, it says he was chanting just Krishna, 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 because it's two syllables, like two arms, you know, two syllables, Radha, Krishna. You know, Krish is the supreme absolute truth, Krishna, and Na is the supreme pleasure. See? So, you know, a lot of devotees were just doing that back then. You know, so not to say you can chant all the mantra, chant whatever you want. When you're an ecstatic devotee, there's no hard and fast rules. You know, people tell me, "Oh, Gaur, you missed the mantra, or you didn't do it this way, and you did it that way." The acharyas never recommended. Oh, yeah, come on, you know, go ahead, you go follow what the acharyas said and all that, and I'll just sit here and relish the name, whether it's Krishna or Radha or Hare. You know, or whatever I feel like doing. Gopi, Gopi, Gopi. Jesus, Jesus, oh, you got to see, they're all in a box still, man. You know, I opened the box, man. Krishna, you know, the Jack, what's that called? The Jack in the Box came out. That's Radha and Krishna, not just Krishna. Well, Krishna is both, you know. The box is opened here. You know, you want to get out of the box of the, you know, with your Vaidhi is still like a bit of a blinder thing, you know. You're blind still, you know, you're looking just straight. See, you can't see with peripheral vision. You want to, you know, you can't conclusively think straight. That's why you must, ultimately, you want some musts and have tos. If you want Vrindavan, you must do this. You must associate with ecstatic devotees. You must accept their association. But the thing is, the only way you'll do it is from your heart. When your heart is moved to do that, when you're ready, when the Lord gives you the intelligence and gives you the mercy to accept this mercy, the mercy to accept the mercy, really. He knows the hearts, everybody. You are a janitor, a window washer, and now a roof sweeper. Laugh out loud. Jack of all trades, yes, and master of all of them. You got to be not only, how they say the jack of all trades doesn't do them very well. No, I got to be the jack of all trades and do them perfectly. That's proof that Lord Chaitanya is in my heart, because Gaurahari of himself is just a bumbling fool. But with those two, oh my God, miracles of ecstatic devotion can manifest. And we can graze to our heart's content, eat all the food, and all those people on the outside can come inside and eat the real grass if they want. Okay, back to the story. So while Nanda Maharaj was returning from Goloka, the same fierce Putana who Kamsa had previously engaged to kill babies was wandering about in the towns and cities and villages and doing her nefarious duty. See, there's no purport on that, but we'll give a purport on that by Prabhupada's mercy in a disciplined line. See, Kamsa engages Putana to do this. Is Maya. See, Maya engages those who are not in full knowledge to even come into Vrindavan and act like real devotees. That's, to be honest with you, that's these gurus. I'm here to help them through this last obstacle if they want, or if their followers want, because somebody's got to help them. They're not getting through it. They're going to die in ignorance. See, I'm here to reveal. I'll just start with you guys because you like to hear truth, and I like to speak it to people who like to hear these things, because I love to hear them. There just was nobody to speak it to. This is my Lord. Thus saith the Lord inside. Yeah. So Putana was engaged from Kamsa. Kamsa represents, it says in the Bhagavatam, he represents the hypocritical level of devotional service. He pretends to be like a leader and a guru, a teacher, and a religious person. See? Religiosity. And he fools only people like Jarasandha. You know Jarasandha? You know how you know he was like that? Jarasandha believed in Kamsa, and Jarasandha was a religious Vaidhi Bhakta. See? He believed in Kamsa. He says Kamsa's a great person. Krishna, on the other hand, he's a real rascal. See? This is the difference between Vaidhi Bhakti or religiosity and the truth. Yeah, the truth is what we hear. I'm here to hear that truth, man. Yeah, there's Putana, and this is how it practically shows up. My Gurudev, Prabhupada, was a practical man. That same Lord that was working through him works here. We very practically show where Kamsa is and where Puta is, because knowledge is power. What does it say in the Bible? My people are being destroyed because of a lack of knowledge, lack of the codes and the esoteric understanding of Srimad Bhagavatam and what they all represent, the demons represent. Okay? So Putana, she comes into Vrindavan. She's the false devotee. She's the false guru. She's the one who looks like a devotee, right? Where's the devotee? Where's the signs? Looks nice and pretty. Might be kind of cute physically, but she's not really a Vrindavan devotee. Her heart is fierce. See? Heart is fierce. It's always going to be fierce until it's melted with the kind of love of Vrindavan. See? See, so these people, they're under this illusion. The ones who are serving Putana, see, those are the leaders, and those who are serving Putana, servants. See, servant of the servants. And they're stuck until they listen to what is Putana's real nature. What is Kamsa's real nature? Where is that going on in 2022? Okay? Otherwise, because you believe in Putana, how are you going to get to Vrindavan if you believe in Putana? Okay? The best thing is you realize, oh, I'm serving Putana for 40 years. They're still serving these gurus after 40, 50 years. Some people will start to think, well, how come I don't have Krishna? How come I didn't attain Vrindavan? They all promised me that. Why are they like Shiva? Why are they hiding Radharani? Why? Because there's a little Putana in them. They're serving still like that. They're caught under Putana's influence. See, what's going to help them? The truth. See, the truth. When they listen to a devotee, I've taken shelter of knowledge. I've taken shelter of the truth. I've taken shelter of the truth of ecstatic worship. I've taken shelter of the truth that comes from that. I've taken shelter of these real devotees. I only glorify the truth that they speak and not holding back and saying, yeah, like Prabhupada, yeah, I know Putin is all over the place in all my God brothers and all that, but I'll just tell them a little bit. And he did. He a little leaked out. There were some leaks, like the CIAs have leaks. He leaked a few truths out. You notice? Actually, none of my God brothers are qualified to be acharya. Look how even Narayan Maharaj said, oh, no, that's not true. Oh, so many are qualified. That's one reason I don't accept him. He said, Prabhupada said, actually, none of my God brothers are qualified to be acharya. And he says, basically, all of them are. Oh, interesting. He's your Shiksha guru. Oh, I think there's a little Putana leaking out. You notice? Contradicting the real acharya. I was what? I said, I come in, I said, well, Prabhupada said, actually, none of my God, and he's saying all of them are. Even the one that he said was a black snake. He says the black snake is also qualified acharya? What is this? See? And those who are under influence of that. See, I wasn't, because from the very I wasn't. The Lord put me in to show me. He said, I want to teach you something. When you lose faith in the truth, you get an illusion like all these devotees. They don't get out of it unless they listen here. I got out of it, man. I that's old news. I only use it for preaching now to help others get out of it, because they need help for sure. Otherwise, they will die thinking that these things, that Putin, who still has a hold of a lot of these gurus and everything, that they made it. And the proof that they didn't really make it is they didn't have any real ecstatic devotion, nor did they make ecstatic devotees. See? Only pride. And so that's the bottom line. We need some real authorities in this world, don't we? Don't we need some real shelter in this world? Well, you ain't going to get it till the real acharya is here, man. And you have to see, is that principle here? Is Radha and Krishna here giving you protection? Just ask yourselves. Yeah. Ask yourselves, under these gurus, is Radha and Krishna giving you protection? And if they are, I'll tell you the symptoms. If they're giving you protections, they're inside you. You're not just inside the Lord, and the Lord ain't inside you. They're inside you, and you know it. Just like Shiva's coming to know. All because you found the real path and the real devotees who preach the real Krishna and Radha in this world, with emphasis on Radha. That's why he's attracted here, because we emphasize her, you notice? And real devotees who are actually, they're into Radharani, because even Krishna's into Radharani. That's why he came here in her mode. Those are the most intelligent devotees. Most powerful devotees are into Radha, and they glorify devotion as important. They have that realization like Lord Chaitanya did, right? See, because they're part of the same family. They know the power of devotion. Look at this. Why, can you imagine Shiva was saying, why do these gurus keep hiding and pushing people away from Radharani? Because they don't know her glories personally. They didn't get the order. Well, of course they don't even have. Before Prabhupada gave me the order to spread Radharani all over the place, just butter everybody up who wants to be buttered up. I was worshiping in ecstasy. I had her grace from the actually, Lord Chaitanya's grace led me here. That's what I preach. Get Lord Chaitanya's grace and you get everything. I was worshiping the Lord in ecstasy for years. See? Then I knew. So Prabhupada said, okay, tell them how great devotion is, how important it is. Tell them what Lord Chaitanya taught them now, because I was surprised. When I first came, I was surprised. Nobody else understood. I read the books and I understood them. I said, hey, man, I belong here, man. I said, I want to be a devotee, man. I want to be part of Lord Chaitanya's grace place, Okay. So while Nanda Maharaj was returning to Gokul, the same fierce Putana whom Kamsa had previously engaged to kill babies. See, Kamsa, to kill babies. And so that's Maya. What are the babies? See, the babies are those coming into Krishna consciousness. They all will be killed until they come here. Until they meet ecstatic devotees, Kamsa, the Putanas, will kill you. They just, anybody under the influence of Maya, more or less, is a murderer. That's just the way it is. I'm sorry, but you know what the murdering is? They don't save you. You're not saved yet. That's murder. See, automatically because your guru is in blindness, you're more or less blind too. You're going to take another birth. They didn't save you. They didn't give you the protection of the spiritual potency. That's the only thing that protects you. See? So she kills babies. Who are those babies? They're immature devotees. Many of you may have had devotion that before you came here and it started to come out. But when you're around the Kamsas of religion, that's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, abandon all varieties of religion and just take shelter of me. Krishna, Radha and Krishna. See, I'm here so that people can learn that art. Go ahead there, Lalita. You want to say something?
Yeah, you experienced it, and I've experienced it myself. Having some devotion and then coming in the temple and they kill it.
Yeah, they kill it.
Down.
Yeah. Because that's the Putana principle. Who knows these things? Only experienced devotees that have gotten out of Kamsa's grasp. See, all these things are revealed to devotees when the Lord feels it timely. Like now is the time. You need to know all these obstacles, and the gurus need to know and stop serving Putana. You come here, we'll engage you in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. That's our work here. Ask Shiva. He's an example of that. He came to and heard Lalita's classes and was engaged. This is the transcendental loving service of the Lord, is to please Radharani. Right there, Shiva. Isn't that it? Isn't that really the bottom line? Now you know how to please her, man. Just stay in association of real devotees, glorify, chant in ecstasy. Keep her happy, man. She needs a lot of loving awakenings. See, and then
actually, first time in my life, a result of all philosophy, actually, of all this practicing of Krishna consciousness, practical result, that somebody can develop emotions and see the tears. This is a Gauranga, the Radhika tears, actually, result of devotional service. Not philosophy, this stopping beating to Radheshyam, actually.
Yeah, that's the essence. You got it, man. Yeah. So in
Sorry, I
wandering,
have to leave.
okay, go for it. Thank you for coming there, Shamaguri.
Oh, thank you, Gurudev.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Radhe.
The same fierce Putana who Kamsa had previously engaged to kill babies. See, so the babies are the young devotees, and so that's why ultimately, when you're ready to move on, the Lord gives you the association of His intimate devotees who worship the Lord in ecstasy. See, and then you're saved from being your bhakti. See, the baby is that bhakti. When it's that's why when you come into this kind of association, many are like babies. They need to be nourished and nurtured. See, so that their bhakti grows and is not stunted by being around even Vaidhi bhakti. There's a little putanas in them because whenever you put yourself in a position as I'm your guru and you worship me, oh Guru Dev, please deliver me. See, and you're not really it. See, there's that little bit of Putin, a little bit of ignorance. See, Putin was ignorant in that sense. She had the audacity to just waltz into Vrindavan, thinking that, hey, of course I'm qualified. That's these gurus. They waltz into the position of acharya, of spiritual master. These waltz right in. Yeah, no problem. I can, yeah, give me the stamp that of approval. I can be the deliverer of my disciples. See? She waltzes into Vrindavan. They waltz into guruship. Spiritual master, sitting on high seats, giving their you're not this body class for 40 years. And not knowing that they're not this body because they're not in their spirit. The only way you're really going to know is when you're in your spiritual body. You're living by the influence of the spiritual body of the Lord. Because you have a relationship, transcendental, and you're an immortal. So that's how it's done, man. So those you have to just say, oh, I see. I've been worshiping my Guru Dev is a little Putana in them still. Just like I just teach the real Bhagavatam. It's time. I got the order of Prabhupada. Has my full approval. I'm teaching everybody real Bhagavatam. I'm teaching you why Bali Maharaj gave up a guru who could raise the dead. So what is Narayan Raj to give up when he couldn't raise the dead, but the Bali Maharaj's guru could raise the dead? I say you can give him up like Bali Maharaj did. And if you're adverse to this preaching, well, you're just going to hear more of it. And we're going to get the little demons out of you, man, because this is true, man. What's being preached here is based on Prabhupada's books. It's based on the conclusions of his books. Man, you can give up all of those gurus, anyone and all of them. Because Bali Maharaj did. You want flowers of the demigods to shower on you? Well, they're showering on my disciples here because they've given up gurus. Ask Shama Sundari, man. Her guru said exactly what Bali Maharaj's guru said to him. I'm going to take all your opulences away. And Shama Sundari wasn't a materially wealthy person, doesn't even care about it. But her wealth was her name and her beads. And their guru asked for them back. And that was hard for her a little bit. Well, he's asking for my name and I don't know. I'm like, see? But she went through it. See, you got to be the Bhagavatam. That's why she has protection of the Lord. She feels it, man, because she's done something that really pleased Krishna. She passed the terrible test of giving up because her guru was adverse to this preaching here. And this preaching is very true, very ecstatic, very blissful, and very powerful. The power of Radha's mercy is upon it. Her realizations of Krishna are on it. Her ecstasy is on it. Her hand is on it, man. Right and left hand. Sometimes the embrace the devotees get, and sometimes a slap. So that's how. See, in the pastimes of the Lord, see, 10th canto. You're hearing 10th canto here. You're hearing it not just like reading a storybook. You're hearing the conclusive understanding. I'm hearing it. I'm sitting here in the audience. These things are given by the transcendental Lord who knows everything. Yeah. He by the association of such fantastic devotees like yourselves who actually have devotion awakened in your hearts, I could speak these things that have never been spoken. Who Prabhupada didn't even give a purport on this. This purport is fantastic. I acknowledge it myself. If I didn't, I shouldn't. If I can't acknowledge these things coming through, why should I even speak them? I also like to praise stuff, man. Why can't I praise these truths? He's in false. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm just like Prabhupada, man. He was reading his own books, and they said, "Why are you reading your books, man? Why don't you just do like people do? You just write a book and you put it in the bookshelf, never look at it again." I love these books because they're dictated by Krishna. I love this preaching because it's dictated by Krishna. It's always the same Krishna, man. And you get a second chance to see this going on again. Amazing, huh? What goes around comes around. And it's coming around again. Everybody's going around the mountain till she comes. See, you're going around and around and around. See, till she comes, that is Radha, man. Radha's mercy, Lord Chaitanya's mercy, the love, devotion, bhakti. And that's here, man. Now you're going straight up the mountain to the top. And you're going to have an eagle eye. You're going to be looking over and you're going to see all the Vaidhi Bhaktas down there and everybody and people in the world. You're going to see Fauci for what he is. You're going to look at everything. And you're going to have no hatred in your heart. You're just going to be, the Lord's going to say, okay, let's get together every day and let's figure out plans how to deliver these people. Isn't that right, Lalita? Huh? How about you, River? You know what I'm talking about? Every day we meet with the Lord and we're figuring out, we're doing planning sessions of how to deliver the conditioned souls. Because we can't do it on our own. And he's thinking, I can't do it on my own. I need you. I need my devotees who know me. They're communing with me. We're getting together and playing, have picnics, having a great time. And these are our planning sessions, our meetings. This is why I don't like GBC meetings. Too mundane. I like these kind of meetings, man. These meetings, everything is accomplished and they're fun. I'll tell you, even these GBC guys, they get bored. They go to these meetings. Oh my God, I got another 5 hours of this kind of all this bullshit we talk about. But I love, don't you love these meetings we have every day, Lalita? Aren't they fantastic? Every day in meeting with the Lord and all this beauty. It's fun, man. We're going to give you the transcendental understanding of what meetings mean. And why they're boring in the world, but they're fun with God. Why our meetings are fun because we're together, we're meeting the Lord, man. He's in the midst of it. Look at this. So probably 2 hours and 17 minutes, and we're still here. Because it's wonderful to have these meetings. See, transcendental meetings are wonderful. They're ever expanding, ever fresh, ever new. Give up you GBCs. Come over here. We'll teach you how to have a really fulfilling meeting. And you come here. We'll teach you all GBCs, all of you, every one of you. What do you think, Shiva? Should we get the GBC guys to come over here to our meeting? See how we meet. See how it's very interesting. How you want to come again. What do you think, Shiva?
I think that they think that we are here a very strange group, There is some deviation, I think they are very afraid to come here. They are maybe too high a platform. We are speaking some not regulated topics, and
They should be afraid. Their ignorance is at risk. Their faith in ignorance is their belief in it. It's in danger.
I'm also in a risk, If somebody, my friends from ISKCON see me here, they say, "Oh, what they're speaking about? It's not according to GBC and Prabhupada books and this and that. They're speaking some strange things." But I don't care, It's a Radha Chari in my heart.
Oh,
yeah,
so
I
you
hear
want
a
the
little
showers?
bit earlier, but now Radishan just give me just to go love and Radishan in each soul and yours and in each, they see, This social pressure we don't need. It's not necessary social pressure. I felt for years this social pressure that I have to be, this and like that, and don't deviate on this side. Big group is not good. Only our society is good. This is useless guys there. It's not. It's immaterial. Point of view. I'm good because this organization. He's bad because he's Gamat or somebody else. It's everybody is Radha Krishna's servants. Everybody. Yes, we are strange a little bit, but I hope that we are strange for the satisfaction of Radhishyam. Actually,
You hope?
If you know what I mean.
I'm assured. I know this is great. They've been waiting for this to happen a long time, 550 years before we have the revival. I have all assurance. Krishna assured it. Prabhupada assured it. 1996, we got to go ahead. We got the green light. See, now we're going to show these people what real social pressure is. Look at our society, man, growing, getting strong, isn't it? We're going to show them what real social pressure is. We're going to pressure them to become real devotees, man. We're going to pressure, we're going to squirt real water on them, get rid of it, hose them down from all that maya that they've been accumulating there, where they need a good washing. We got fire hydrants here. Each one of you are becoming fire hydrants. They're going to hose everybody down that comes to look at you, just like they do in the protests. They try to keep the protesters, they hose them down. Well, you see, we're hosing down the protesters now. They're all protesting. Gohari and Lalita Ganga, let's dethrone them, man. Let's shoot turds at them. And we're hosing them down with real bhakti, real truth, man, hosing them down with the truth. And they're all knocking on the fences, they're protesters, they're protesting, ecstatic devotion. We don't want it in the world, man. No, it's not. Prabhupada didn't want it. He wants us to be peons for the next 10,000 years. And nobody's going to be acharyas and no more acharyas. He's the last, isn't that? You hear these guys, Michael, he says, he's the last guru they're ever going to have, the last acharya in the world. Only him, only this hard-hearted Vaidhi that's forever. That's why Shiva's got to get up there and tell him, oh, no, you got to be a witness saying, hey, man, I was a Vaidhi for 20 years. I followed the rules and everything, but this is even better, man. This is where it's all leading. They need to hear stuff like that. Because they're only hearing, no, from the Michaels. No, it's Vaidhi forever. You just going to be a dry devotee forever, man. It's all about dryness and hard heart and mean. No, you got the meaner the better. The more mean you are, the better your bhakti is. All that other kind of crazy ideas they got. See, so we're mean backward. You pluck out a thorn with a thorn. They think I'm really mean. I think this is compassion, man.
Right, actually is a need, but just like a primary school, actually, But you have to go step by step, more and more.
Yeah, step by step. Well, we
want the same story to listen,
We're here to quicken their
open their arms and waiting for us, just to approach.
Yeah, we're here to quicken their step, put a little spring in their step. They got to spring up first, like Jack in the Box. Boom! We get them out of the box. You got to see, there's Jack, there's Michael Jackson coming out of the box, man. Boo! Go, bouncing around there.
Actually, I'm not sure that they need many verses to know to repeat from Bhagavad Gita or something. They need just our tears, our love. It's very, very simple, But I hope that in the future these books will learn devotees how to make their hearts softer. Then will tears will will go up to make softer, not harder heart. Just philosophy,
Yeah.
just be ruled and regulated, and all life. No, it's hard staying hard. It's not easy to open and cry for Radhishyam love. Actually,
Well,
if somebody listen me of my old friend, they will say, it's a sentimental story, just this Sahajiism. Don't speak about Radharani, it's too high for us in this story. I know this, but
well,
by
the thing is,
by the mercy of Radhika, now I know that it's not like this. And mercy of you, of all of you, dear friend, the mercy of you, it's the I was so happy, when I saw the Lalita Ganga, that I tell myself, oh, finally, it's the result of the everything what I read in Prabhupada books, what I learned it's a result here. It's it's a rare thing. I don't know. Maybe somebody cry in the corner of their room. Don't want to show them because somebody will chastise them if they cry. I don't know. Maybe somebody in a corner just crying and you don't want to show them. But I think that we have to show the audience that that this Krishna consciousness works. Actually, You have to show our happiness, that we are happy, really happy in the Krishna, Radha Krishna consciousness, that we are happy actually, that we are free, not like this, Vaidi, be careful, be fear of the hell and everything, just be happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. By your meeting with the Lord every day, you'll get more and more understanding and ideas and plans, actually, transcendental plans of how to liberate people. This comes from this practice of communing with God, and then you see how it's even preaching is spontaneous on this level. It's organic. It just comes from the meeting of the devotees with the Krishna, and you just say the right words. You do the right thing, even though it seems like, this comes with the territory. When God is expressing through us in this world on the transcendental Lord, it causes natural confusion at first because everybody's going down the track. Everything is same old, and so it's going down a track and people get like unsettled. What's going on? What is this? We don't know this. So it's natural. But, what are you going to do if we need the divine intervention? That's what it's all about now. The Lord came to give divine intervention to interrupt the way things were going down in the very slow tracks. See? So that's revived again. We're here where this is the divine intervention. It's intervened in our lives, and we pay it forward to others, help them also. Why not? It's great. The Lord's given us the ability and the power. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Nefarious duty. Okay, that's what else. Okay. My dear King, whenever people in any position perform their occupational duties of devotional service by chanting and hearing Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, there cannot be any danger from bad elements. Therefore, there was no need for anxiety about Gokul, while the Supreme Personality of Godhead was personally present. See, that's how it works here. You notice, my dear King, whenever people in any position perform their occupational duties of devotional service by chanting and hearing Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu. See, hearing, chanting, remembering. Can you imagine if you perform these duties with attachment like we're doing because of that love? See, that love is the Holy Spirit that Christians talk about. It gives us attraction to the transcendental Lord. Otherwise, nobody knows that Lord. See, most Vaishnavas don't have that awakening. 99.9% of them don't have that awakening. That's our work. That's why Prabhupada came and gave such an that's a pretty exalted to say, here I'm preaching Chaitanya Bhagavat principles and everybody's starting to tear up and get ecstatic. And he says, this has my full approval. That's pretty amazing, huh? Everybody's thinking Prabhupada, Gohar, you don't have any approval from Prabhupada. But I'm not listening to them, am I? I'm listening to Prabhupada. You didn't hear Prabhupada. I heard him, man. I still remember every detail of the dream. I love remembering every detail. I love speaking about it again. It's very important. Prabhupada says, oh yeah, your ecstatic devotion, showing it and getting other people's ecstatic and preaching about what the bullshit. I was talking to you. Think this is heavy? This is nothing. I was slamming the gurus back then. Big time. Yeah, man. And the Prabhupada said he was smiling. This has my full approval. Why would he say I'm slamming the gurus? Big time. I mean, big time. Now this is like flowers. I'm pointing out, hey man, anybody out there really want Vrindavan? Well, this is how it is. You got to see who Putin is. You got to see where she is. And you got to stop having faith in her. We have to cut your faith in it. This is called the chopping technique that Bhaktisiddhanta and Prabhupada use. Hey man, everybody, what is it? Bhaktisiddhanta, Bhakti Vinod, Srila Prabhupada, and Lord Chaitanya himself used the chopping technique. They just chopped the illusion up like chopped liver or chopped tofu, whatever you want to think of. We chop it up. Okay? Chopping technique. How else can you get rid of Putana? They don't believe your ecstasy, right, Lalita? So we got to chop it up with the truth. So we give them a little ecstasy and little truth. And eventually we'll wear down the stone. Little ecstasy, little truth. Little ecstasy, little truth. Hey, man, we're going to win, man. We got the winning team, Radha and Krishna, Lord Chaitanya on our side. How can we not win? Wherever Arjuna is, there is victory. Wherever Krishna is, there is victory. And wherever Arjuna is, there is Krishna. Wherever Krishna is, there's Arjuna. And that goes for every single devotee who is part of that family. And many of us are. What was that? Cricket? That was a confirmation. Are we still broadcasting? Yeah, I think we are. Okay, good. All right. I love this. My dear King, whenever people in any position perform their occupational duties of devotional service by chanting and hearing, Shravanam Kirti Vision, there cannot be any danger from bad elements. Okay? And that means with a heart, man, real natural. We're here to give that real natural affection for hearing and chanting, where you like to go to 3-hour and 4-hour classes, 365 days a year. Do we not prove that affection? And look at Lalita doesn't, if she can make it, she comes. If she's not sick or some internet thing or some children coming over, or something. She comes. And that goes for everybody. River, so many of us. I come. We're all coming. Why? Because we're not only just doing it in name only and not really like getting the real benefit. This time, isn't that real benefit there, Shiva? Now, real benefit to feel Radha's love, to feel this and to see how hard the rules are. Literally, they're hard. Literally hard to perform, hard for hard hearts. Moses preached those rules. Jesus said this. He preached that way because of the hardness of your hearts. Hard path, hard rules for hard hearts. And that's why you see still these guys, go on, I hate you, Relita, you devil, yeah. See, hard to get out there on a chain gang. Do the Vaidi there. Keep doing it until you got to a point like Shiva, thinking, oh, hey man, I think I'm ready for some Lalita. People be saying that to you. You'll be giving classes at some point, and your heart melting right before the public. You're going to get the strength to confront all those guys, your old friends, and I'll tell you how it's going to go. First, they're going to excommunicate you. First, they're going to say, they're going to threaten you with, we won't be your friends anymore and all that stuff. They'll resist this. They'll protest. They'll be banging on fences and all of that. Yeah, trying to get you down. And because Radha's captured your heart, you're going to go through it. You're going to think it's all worth it. And you're going to be thinking like Bali Maharaj, it's not in every lifetime you get the opportunity to take shelter of real Shuddha Bhakti. Eh? And then you're going to be a strong branch on this tree of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna. And you will give shelter to others like that. Yeah, this is how it works. See, we're here to nurture the new devotee so that Putana doesn't come and spoil all the progress. Right? That's why I'm a little bit harsh with her sometimes, right? Wasn't Krishna a little bit harsh? Didn't he grab her little nipple and suck the life out of her? What do you think I'm doing here? And they always say, leave me, go Hari, go away, go. I'm just sucking the life out of Putana, sucking the life out of the ignorance. These ignorant concepts, just sucking all the life with the truth, man. I ain't going to give up that nipple. Give me that poison, man. Let me yum. Turn it into flowers right there. We talked about this? Come in, you Putanas. All of you. Yeah, come here. We'll suck that life out of you and give you a new life. Make you real maidservants. Isn't that what we do here? Turn into flowers offered to Krishna. Yeah, it was like a whistle at the perfect moment. Yeah, it was. Radha, you're the real badass. That's right. She's the real badass. Krishna knows it. He's afraid of her. You want to be afraid of somebody? Be afraid of Radha. You know what he's afraid of? He's afraid that he can't meet her. I'm also afraid. The only one, I ain't afraid of Krishna. I use Krishna anytime. But Radha, I'm afraid. I'm afraid if I lose her, I lost everything. They won't be this preaching. Won't have any nice friends. I'll get all these Vaidis as friends. And they're not my friends. They can't help me. Only devotees like this who have Radha stay. If I'm a little bit lacking in Radha's grace because she's chastising me or something, I can go and look at Lalita Ganga and get purified, or a river and be purified. Or all these faithful Janaki used to appear. When I get a little doubtful for some reason or whatever, she comes up like, Lord Chaitanya is your doctor. I just have faith in Lord Chaitanya. Everything will be all right. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry, I forgot. See, I have protection here. Yeah. I don't even have to pay for it. Usually if you want this kind of mafia protection, the mafia of Vrindavan, you got to pay for it in the world. Here is don't pay for it. It's just free, man, freely given. Protection. I have Lalita, the power of Lalita here behind. And River, man, her strong ecstasy and truth. Janakis and Govindas and everybody else. Freddie. Funny Freddie. He ain't mean. He's just a funny Freddie. and Johans and all of you guys, all Amy's, even Amy now. Yeah, she's powerful cheerleader, man. She whirls the rod like Lord Chaitanya. It's her preaching, her sharing here is like whirling the rod. Yeah. See, so danger cannot have any danger from bad elements. See, so we're hearing and chanting. This is the way it's supposed to be, man. This is practical. This is lifestyle, Krishna consciousness, a lifestyle of hearing and chanting, ecstatically attached to Krishna and just nullifying all dangers, even Putana. We help others who are caught in their trap. You know, and the Lord, how does He help us? He gives knowledge because of ecstatic attachment to Him. You know, the Lord gets us over all obstacles, and we just pay it forward to the devotees, man. Just pay it forward now. We got the power to do that. See, this all comes from being attached to the name and the pastimes and the quality of the Lord to the point of tears, holy laughter coming to the heart, choking of the voice, meeting the Lord, rasa dance every day like we do. What, you don't see Krishna here? Well, look at the signs and the symptoms. It was the same thing. Krishna would meet Radharani or the devotees, or gopis say. And there would be tears in Krishna's eyes and tears in the devotees' eyes, and they would laugh, and she would laugh, they would laugh. So we do that by mantra. You know, chant the holy names in the pastimes, graze on the pastimes, and everything comes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to switch this here because I don't want to pay another 500 pesos just for one day here. Let's see if this is working any better.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Okay, I'm going to leave you guys now, and I think that's good. So thank you for coming, Shiva. Hello? Anybody there?
No, I can't see. Maybe he's
Okay.
bathroom
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Okay, you guys are frozen now. Okay, so yeah, I'll leave now for a while. Did you do a class this morning there, Lalita?
Yeah.
You did already. Okay, great.
Yeah.
I got up late today. 10 to 4. Look at Amy. She says, "No, don't go. You little greedy." She's just a little greedy girl. Boy, does she have spiritual greed. Okay, I'll see you all later. Have a great day. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Guru.